So, you want to deploy your software into my infrastructure? Not in my backyard. Well, okay, I'll let you deploy your stuff, but only if you can answer me some questions about your software and show me that you thought about how your software runs and works. Don't have answers? That's okay. I'll help you anyway. That's what your friendly systems administrator is there for. I'm not the bastard from hell. Yet. Okay, first. Tell me something about the architecture of your software. Does it look like this? Or is it easy? You don't have to get too fancy about this. Just show me that you put some thought into how your application works. Next, tell me something about the capacity your software needs. Does it need persistent storage? How much memory, CPU, and bandwidth does it need? What's the baseline need? And what are the maximum needs? If you don't know any numbers to these questions, don't worry, we can find out. We'll probably have to use load tests and end-to-end tests to get some estimations we can work with. And of course, these numbers can and will change. We just have to be prepared for this. Speaking of preparation, do you have a plan how to back up and restore your software's data and how to do disaster recovery? If not, that's okay. Tell me what data needs to be backed up, how often, and how to restore it, and I'll take care of it. We also find out how long a full restore takes, so we can reflect this in the disaster recovery process. You just have to make sure your application still works after. Easy, right? Speaking of data, where will you store your software's data? And what kind of data do you want to store? Is it personally identifiable information? If yes, tell me. We need to understand, classify, and document what kind of data we store, so we can take appropriate measures to secure it. One important thing about securing data is encryption. Two things here. First, data must be stored and transferred encrypted. Second, do not roll your own crypto. I repeat, do not roll your own crypto. Next, monitoring. Show me how to monitor the internal state of the application as well as end-to-end behavior. I'd also like to define some alerts in case the application goes down. These alerts need to be actionable. Show me what I can do to fix the problems. Next up, logging. Give me meaningful, readable log messages. Now 2000 line long stock traces. Also make the logging configurable, so the output is usable by the consuming system, like an elk stack. Bonus? Make the logs structured, so I can gather metrics from them. Even more bonus, define some actionable alerts for these log messages, so when we'll be on call, we know what happens and what to do. Authentication and authorization. Please have a roles and permissions concept on how to access your software. In it, think about personal accounts, preferably connected to a central directory server. And think about automation or service accounts, so all requests are authenticated and authorized. And please work with the least privilege principle. Accounts should only have access to things they need access to. Bonus? Build single sign-on into your login process. Nobody wants to memorize yet another login. Next topic. Does your software need to be highly available? Does it need to be redundant? If yes, what happens when a machine dies, a rack fails, or the cluster goes offline? What happens if the network between two data centers your software runs in fails? If your software talks to some kind of backend, how do you detect when the backend dies? What does your software do then? Can you restart or terminate your software without affecting users? These are many questions, I know. And there are even more things we could talk about, if this would not be an Ignite talk. Things like load balancing, rate limiting, timeouts, retry and error handling behavior, and many more. But don't worry, we find out together what's really needed for your software. Last part. Do you have any external dependencies you rely on, like public APIs or services from other teams in your company? If yes, give me a list of them and describe how they are used. You also monitor these dependencies, because they can and will fail. Most of this stuff I learned the hard way. Many people did the same, however they wrote down the issues they faced. I didn't, so here are my sources. Okay, that was probably much information for 5 minutes, and it's okay if you don't remember everything. But if you want to get something useful out of this talk, remember one thing. Talk to your friendly system administrator. Don't just throw your software over the wall. Thanks for listening. I'm not on Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn, so just shoot me an email if you want to talk.